So recently, Michael Eric Dyson has been speaking about Joe Biden. And Michael Eric Dyson was speaking with Don Lemon about the pick that Joe Biden has selected for the Secretary of Defense. And then the reason why I want to talk about Michael Eric Dyson is because his particular opinion is representative of his generation. And we're not on that anymore because we've seen with the previous generation, his opinion and getting excited about certain things like symbolism doesn't turn into substance or tangibles for Black America. So, he's a Georgetown sociology professor and he's also an author. And he applauded Joe Biden, as we stated, for picking retired Army General Lloyd Austin as his pick for the Secretary of Defense. Now, they say if he's confirmed, they said that he will be the first Black person to hold the post. I mean, I guess so. But what does that do for the majority of Black people? I'm just saying. So when he spoke to Don Lemon about it, Mike Eric Dyson said, look, he said, have you ever heard of a president say before I owe you a debt, you hooked me up? He said, I'm hooking you up. I've never heard a president say that. That's not hooking Black people up by having a Black Secretary of Defense. You just entrusting him to make sure white supremacy go well militarily. How does that benefit Black people? How does that benefit me? How does that benefit you by putting that brother in that position? It's nothing against that brother, but that position benefits that brother and his legacy. It doesn't benefit Black people. I can understand if you put him in that position and his job was to distribute resources to Black America, I would get that. I would celebrate that. The only time I'm going to celebrate a position for a Black person is when they in charge of passing out substance, intangibles to the Black community. If they're not doing that, what am I going to get excited about? I don't live vicariously through other people. See, and that's the previous generation's problem. They say, well, we just want to see more Black people in these positions. And they put them in the positions, but they made sure that they did do nothing for the communities. Then because they were satisfied with Black representation and not Black tangibles or Black substance, they show back up and they say, hey, I'm here and remember me, y'all know me, send me back to Congress, send me back to the Senate, etc. Right? I've seen it right here in Houston with Sheila Jackson Lee and Al Green. When I got into a little back and forth with one of our older brothers, the first thing he told me, I know Al. Al is doing it. And I'm like, okay, and how's the community improved since Al been in office? I asked him the question. He could not answer me. He just had this old mean, ornery look like, how dare this, young man ask me this kind of question. But Al, though, and that is the problem. Well, we not on that. We not on that at all. So Joe Biden saying he owed Black America and I'm going to give you a cabinet position, that's not paying a debt of anything. Now, Mike Eric Dyson continued to say the attempt to follow up and follow through by the president-elect Joe Biden is worthy of note. I think Black people are well deserved. We didn't get anything. Like, positions isn't anything for Black people. That is for Black individuals. Once again, I'm going to repeat myself. If it doesn't, those positions don't translate to Black substance, Black tangibles, it's nothing for Black people. Nothing. He's not going to be in charge to give anything to Black people. Matter of fact, he's not even in charge to do nothing for Black people. He's doing military. I mean, what is he going to do? Is he going to make sure that there are more 4-star generals who are Black in the military? Is he going to do that and help out Black people, at least in the military? If he's going to do that, okay. I mean, I guess that would be a little bit better, I guess. But that's not helping Black people, a position. Now, of course, 87% of Black people voted for Joe Biden, but a lot of Black people has been speaking about him making sure that he diversify his cabinet. Mike Eric Dyson was excited about Kamala Harris. Now, we all know the situation with Kamala Harris. I do not need to go there. Now, in order for this guy to even get that position, they have to give him a waiver like they gave Donald Trump's guy a waiver because they have to be retired so many years before they can take that type of position. But we'll see. If the Republicans maintain control of the Senate, then it'd be Mitch McConnell's decision. You already know where that's going to go with him. He don't want no black folk being the Secretary of Defense unless he know for sure, you know, he was shucking and jiving Sambo. Now, a guy like Daniel Cameron, oh, he'll select him because we know he's on the payroll. You know what I'm saying? But no, Michael Eric Dyson, if you see this video, no, that is not what the black community needs. We don't need people to get in there that look like us and do nothing. He didn't pay a thing. See, that's the problem. You get the ear of these people and you show up there, you're just saying, hey, I just want to see black people get a job. Not I want to see black people getting kind of tangibles. Notice when other races go talk to these people, they don't be saying, I just want representation. No, they want tangibles. They want money. They want grants. They want something for their communities. They don't be asking for no cabinet positions. What good is that going to do? Unless you're going to pass out resources. So that this symbolism, no. Tokenism, no. That got to go. And we are not going to accept that from Joe Biden or anybody else. I don't care what color of a person is in there. I don't care what color. As long as you pass out those tangibles and substance to black America, I don't care about nobody's color. And this is why some people actually criticize y'all. You say, I just want somebody black. I want somebody black. So somebody of a different color can pass out tangibles to black people? I'm like this. I don't care what hand it comes from. Give it to us because we need it. But leave us a comment. Let me know what you think about the situation with Michael Eric Dyson and all his ilk up here. Literally, once again, you selling us down the river with that job crap, the representation crap. That's all you're doing because you're letting him off the hook. Black folks got out there in the middle of COVID and voted for him. And all you're going to do is give a few black people, not even help the majority of black people, a few black people a job. That is like horrible.